Hi, my name is Kim Golding and I'm currently a student at Worcester University studying BA in Entrepreneurship. This is my 15-minute oral presentation for BUSM 1142 New Venture Formation, where I'll be telling you a little bit about my company. My company's name is Encourage Activity and we provide activities to get you moving. Encourage Activity started in 2014. And initially we were providing activity sessions to our local care homes within the West Midlands area. We did this for about 2 years and built up a customer base of around 60 homes in the area. Recently we decided that a better way to proceed with the business would be to offer training, which would allow us to scale up the business and reach other parts of the UK. So we designed a training course to train care staff in-house and provide their own activities within their own care homes or nursing homes or day centres. We developed the training course with Age UK and it's accredited by the Open College Network as part of a level 3 qualification. We have so far delivered 5 training courses and we launched it in March. With the idea that it would be a more cost-effective option for care homes to be able to deliver their own activities in-house rather than paying external providers to come in and do the activities for them. Budgets were being cut across the board and care homes were being squeezed on the budgets that they had available for their activity provision. So this seemed like the perfect cost-effective opportunity to provide a solution for that activity provision. Encourage Activity aims to provide everybody living in care, whether they be young or old, with activities that are meaningful and engaging, and they are physical activities. We aim to use sports games that are adapted to everybody's ability in order to help them become more active and lead a less sedentary lifestyle. Our financial situation from 2014 was that in the first year we turned over just under 32,000 with including a business loan we ended up at a minus 13,000. Obviously including the business loan it was a minus of 313. In the second year of trading we turned over 35,000 and made a small profit of around £400, and this is our third year trading this year, so we are on course at the moment to be in the region of around 104,000 turnover. Profit remains to be seen as we need to invest some of that back into the business in order to develop more training courses in the future and provide a better service to the customers that we've already got in the area. The products and services that we provide are individual training sessions within the West Midlands area for hourly activity sessions in care homes, day centres, sheltered housing schemes and retirement villages, mainly dealing with older people, although we do have some customers that are needing help with learning needs or possibly have mental health illnesses. The market that we aim to serve is predominantly the older people's sector, so care homes, nursing homes, residential homes, sheltered housing schemes, retirement villages, that sort of thing. And the good thing about this market is that it's never going to disappear anytime soon. We're obviously dealing with an ageing population, and that means that our company is always going to have business, which is good news for us. Not so good news if you're going to get old anytime soon, but we'll be there for you if you are, so don't worry. Our main competitor, is UMF, which stands for Our Organisation Makes People Happy. UMF have been around since 2011 and are very big in the marketplace. They turned over 22 million last year with a profit of 4 million, so they're obviously quite scary. as competitors. However, having looked at what they provide as a service, we believe that they are massively overpriced for what they do, and we have pitched our price in order to be a lot more cost effective for care homes. So in terms of financials, UMF charge around £2,000 per person for a training course. We charge £800 per care home, which accommodates 10 people on a course, and qualification wise it's exactly the same. They don't really get anything more for their money with UMF, although I'm sure UMF will probably argue different. And we have heard that the licence fees for continuing to be able to use UMF service following on from the training, which lasts for 12 months, is around the £1,000 per person mark, so there's obviously quite a big tie in there as well. We do have other competitors in the sector, but not anybody who is on the scale of UMF. So we have another competitor who is based in Portsmouth called DRYV3710. They charge around the same amount that we do for a course, and what they actually deliver is a training course in how to do stretching exercises in a chair. So not exactly the same product or not exactly the same service, similar, but it's still somewhere that we can sort of benchmark against and think about when we develop our services. Operations wise, we have myself. I do all of the back office stuff. I do the finance, I work on sales and marketing, I wear many different hats and deal with many different problems. The only thing that I really don't do is go out myself and deliver sessions and training, although that might be something that I need to do in the future. We have my husband, significant other, Chris Golding, who was the original founder for Encourage Activity. He goes out and he does individual hourly sessions for care homes across the region, and he also delivers all of the training sessions now, or the training days. And we have one other person, Connor, who also delivers the hourly activity sessions around the Midlands. And he will obviously move into doing the training days as and when required. Our costs and pricing we've touched on briefly. We charge a very reasonable £30 per hour for our activity sessions, our hourly activity sessions. This is pretty much half of the cost of what other providers in the area charge. Usually for any sort of external provider to come in and do an activity, you'd be looking between probably about £40 to £60 an hour. We obviously have priced ourselves lower than that one, because actually it doesn't actually cost us any more than that to deliver the session, and it means that we make quite a healthy profit, but also because we feel that we need to be cost effective, and it needs to actually be affordable for homes to continue to do this on a regular basis. Having Encourage Activity in once a month is not going to be achieving the results that they need. Having us in once a week is going to be achieving more towards the guidelines that are set by the government for the physical activity for older people. We charge £800 for our training days, and that includes the cost of the equipment that's provided and the full support following on from that. Again, we've really only got one competitor that we can benchmark against price-wise, and obviously they are particularly high in cost, so around the £2,000 per person mark. Revitalise, who don't really operate in this area, are charging around the £700 mark per person. So again, we're kind of in the middle price-wise with them. Our critical risks are obviously the first risk that we've got would be if anything was to happen to Chris and he broke his leg or got hit by a bus tomorrow, we would probably be in quite a lot of trouble, in respect of there's it's a husband and wife partnership, so obviously we are quite reliant on each other. There's also obviously the knowledge that goes along with Chris's role. He studied as a sports coaching science degree at Worcester University, so he really does underpin all of the knowledge that goes with the training and the hourly activity sessions. Although we have got Connor that would be able to step up and do more hours. Obviously that would be quite a risk to the business if something was to happen to Chris. Our other risk is that obviously our competitors could decide to copy or replicate what we're doing with our activities and their training courses, and they could possibly come in and undercut us. We have recently heard that have decided now to launch a training scheme where they would go into a care home to deliver a training course over a 3-day period to train care staff to do activities. This is more along the lines of what we have decided to do with our training course, in that it's bespoke to that care home. We go into the home, we deliver the training, and we work with the residents that they have in that particular home. Have now taken that strategy and have decided to do the same thing, although they are charging around the £4,500 for that. Other critical risks are our current cash flow situation is quite poor. We are currently waiting for invoices to be paid, and it's one of the top problems that all small companies face, is that invoices don't get paid on time, therefore we're always behind with our cash flow. Hopefully that will disappear, or at least get better as we grow bigger and we get more companies taking us up on the training offer, which is a pay in advance organised agreement beforehand. We will not deliver training unless the training course has been paid for in advance, in order for us to order equipment and materials. The backup plan for all of that is me. Hi. I would probably have to step in should anything happen to Chris. I unfortunately at the moment don't have those qualifications, but having written the training course, I have a fairly decent idea of how we operate in the field and what I would need to do. I am fully DBS checked, so that's a plus side. And obviously we've got Connor and several other people waiting in the wings that would be happy to come and work for us at short notice. So hopefully the situation will never arise where we have to implement the backup plan, but there is one in place should we need it. As far as cash flow is concerned, we have found out recently that we have secured a contract with a very large care home organisation within the UK, and that should eliminate any problems with further cash flow that we've got. So onwards and upwards. Thank you very much for watching, and I would take questions, but you're not here, so I'll leave it with you. Thank you. Bye.